Hey guys, just a little disclaimer that this video is going to deal with a little bit more of a serious topic. I promise we'll get back to funny stuff soon. It's just that this has really been bugging me a lot lately, so it's my way of dealing with this topic. Fear. I'm not talking about the childlike fear of thinking that there are sharks in the pool. No, I'm talking about that deep-seated emotional fear that takes years to develop. Most people, when they meet me, say,
"Wow, you're so tall and beautiful and confident."
Even my friends will tell me,
"You're so sure of yourself. You don't care what anyone else thinks. I wish I had that kind of strength."
And while I love to hear this, and it makes me feel great about myself, most of the time, I'm absolutely terrified. Growing up, I was always the tallest one, and most of the time I was outspoken, loud, and pretty energetic. I had a deep curiosity for everything and everyone around me. People seemed to like me. So you can imagine my confusion and hurt that I felt when the adults and teachers were constantly telling my parents that they needed to do something about me. "She's distracting in class. She's too loud. Can't you control your child? You should be raising her better." I hated that people were treating my parents that way because of the way that I was behaving. So I became obsessed with pleasing everyone else. Whatever they wanted me to be, I became. And whatever they wanted me to do, I did. And I trusted them. But that opened up a whole different can of worms. So as I got older, more and more people started to see my trusting nature as a game for them to play.
"She's such a joke. I can't believe how gullible she is."
"Yeah, she'll do anything if she thinks it will get you to like her. Pathetic." Eventually, I stopped trying, and for a while, it worked. I started doing better in school and even made a few friends, and I was happy. Until middle school. One day in middle school, a guy that I kind of liked just flat out asked me to be his girlfriend out of nowhere. We had known each other for years, since we were really small, and he was really sweet, so of course I was ecstatic and said yes right away. I thought nothing could ruin this feeling. Until the next day, when he said he'd thought it over and changed his mind. I was upset, yeah, but nothing could have prepared me for what I learned next. A friend of mine later told me that a friend of his had given him $5 and dared him to ask me out. As you can imagine, I was pretty upset by this. Once again, I had let myself fall into a trap by being trusting and gullible. Suffice it to say, I felt a lot better after I'd slapped the both of them. Things eventually worked themselves out. It took me a while, but eventually I forgave him. It didn't hurt that he groveled a little. And years went by, and I went on with my life. I got through high school, generally unscathed, but that's a story for another time. Along comes the wonderful world of college. But that's for next time.